It is June. Summer is right around the corner, so is vacation season, but you get tired of taking the same old vacation over and over again, right?
Yeah.
But it's convenient. You're like, oh, we'll go back to the same cabin or we'll go back to the same place. So, look, we have our travel trio. We invited them back, and they had some out-of-the-box ideas for you and for the entire family. So please welcome Carolyn Scott-Hamilton, Tracy O'Connor, and Donna Perkins. Welcome.
Welcome. First of all, I was just having that conversation 2 days ago with my husband, and I was saying, you know, I don't want to go back to the same places we've been and do the same things over and over again. I want something that's different, something that's, I use the term out of the box, and something we can learn from. So I've read all of the places that you guys suggested, and my hand to God, I want to go on all of them. The first one.
And her husband is like, thank you.
All of them, but the first one which really spoke to me is the cooking in Italy.
Yeah.
All right, so what is this vacation package?
So if you're a foodie, Italy is the place to go, right? You can learn how to cook, you can just sample food, you can do kind of a little bit of both. My favorite one is Tierno Tours. They do tours of Naples, the Amalfi Coast, and Pompeii. And you can learn how to cook. They also do food demos. In fact, I'll be hosting one of their tours in July. It's their inaugural Vegano Italiano. So if you're plant-based eater or healthy or gluten-free and you can't normally go on these tours because you're afraid you can't eat anything, come on this one, it's fantastic. Everything's included, 4-star B&Bs, you're on a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You've got boats to Capri, you've got chefs making you dinner in these intimate settings and all the, you know, the local historical neat stuff. But yeah, the food
When
is
in
definitely...
July? What's the date specifically?
I will be hosting it July 11th through 18th.
Oh my gosh.
Come with.
Oh.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Sounds
All right, Donna, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I work with this woman every day. I need a trip far away from Italy.
So let's head on.
away.
Let's go. Let's
Don't
go
wanna
to
go to
Asia. Bangkok is known as one of the great culinary destinations, and they have midnight food tours. They have night foodie walks. One of my favorites is Amita Thai Cooking School. There's this charming lady named Tam who will take you through her garden where you're going to pick all the spices and the vegetables that you're going to be using to cook. She's got 10 stations. She will take you from beginning to end how to cook a Thai meal. Now, she also adds nutrition on what the spices, the benefit, the health benefits for you. We cooked pad Thai when I was there, and it was the most amazing experience because she takes you from start to finish. How do you incorporate the spices? Because there is a way to incorporate spices in Thailand. How spicy do you want it? Cater it to your palate. So it is an amazing Amita Tam Cooking School. It is great, but they've got cooking tours for children. Again, the midnight tours, the floating market is amazing in Thailand.
Do they take you outside the market too?
Yes, they take you outside the market, and as we were talking about before the break, you can go pick your fish and they'll cook it right up for you. I mean, Thailand is just amazing.
I'll tell you what, I love these first two so far, is that not only do you come back with great memories and pictures, you come back with knowledge of how to cook, how to incorporate that region's, you know, food.
My family was very happy about eating Thai food.
Yes. All right. Can you top that?
Yes, Tracy.
Well, I can get you a little tipsy.
There you go. All right. Perfect.
Good,
you
where
win.
we going?
That's all I need.
Right? Okay, so we're going to South Australia. I know
I've never been to Australia. Is there probably one place? Yes, you have. Yeah.
Well, it's not the most oft-visited region in Australia. You know, people go to Sydney, but South Australia is beautiful and known for their wineries. They have more wineries than they do or more grapevines than they do in Napa Valley. So it's called Barossa Valley. It's kind of the Napa Valley of Australia. The oldest grapevines in the world are there. And so it's really getting known as a culinary destination as well, apart from wine. Penfolds, I'm sure you guys have had Penfolds, is there. And they have beautiful food. They have farms, so they do a lot of course they have farms.
Yes.
But they have a lot of the restaurants there have their own gardens, and so they're cooking from what they grow, which you guys were talking about the tomatoes. And I guess the soil there is exceptional for certain kinds of root vegetables, and all of the chefs there talk about how special the vegetables taste.
Right.
So it's an incredible region for culinary, and there's lots of schools and classes and all that kind of stuff there as well.
Well, one of the opportunities I've had is to be able to go to Africa several times, and I so want to return because it's probably one of the most magical places ever. So you have a suggestion for a getaway there?
Yeah, I agree. Africa is such a bucket list destination for people, and so many people think, well, how am I going to get there? Packages, tours, there's so many things to do. Safari is one thing you should absolutely do before you get out of here, right?
Yeah.
So I went to Kenya, and it was one of the most magical tours I've ever been on. We stayed at the Sarova Mara game camp. So you're in the Masai Mara, which is their game reserve, and it's so funny. You see every sort of animal you can imagine: giraffes, hippos, elephants, and you hear them at night. It's the first night there is a little creep spell. And then you get used to it, and you see so many animals.
Because you realize you're not in a zoo.
That's right. And you're in these fantastic tents.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's so funny, by the end of the time that you're there, you see so many animals, it becomes like old hat. You're like, oh, there's another zebra, there's another giraffe, because you see so much wildlife, and the Maasai tribe is absolutely fantastic.
Wonderful.
So if you're a more adventurous family, do you have any suggestions for that?
If you want to go, take your family to Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a place there called Dolphin Cove. And it's so amazing because not only can you swim with the dolphins, but they also teach you, it's an educational program about the preservation, about behavior. They have a wonderful forest walk there. You can swim with them.
Yeah.
You know, the dolphins, the feeling of their skin is so amazing.
Yeah.
And they take you through this really wonderful, it was a treat. It was so
they're
fun.
breathtaking.
They're breathtaking.
Smart.
They're smart. They also have a tropical forest where you can hold large iguanas, and birds come up and give you a kiss, and snakes slither all around your body.
Okay, I'm out.
And these are so these
Didn't
are
need
things
it.
that the kids can do, and it's really amazing because it's interactive.
Not this
it's
kid.
educational, and it's really, really a fun experience.
You don't have to do the snake.
You don't
right?
have
You don't
to
have
do
to
the
do that.
snake.
Okay, good.
But
I'm back
why
in.
not, right?
Because I don't need to. That's why. They're fine without me. They've gotten along fine without me.
What about, we forgot about the Caribbean trips on a boat, on a ship, on a Royal Caribbean cruises.
Do you have that?
Well, we do. That was an adventure, yes?
Well, I was going to talk a little bit about, you don't like snakes, so I'm going to give you cozy koala bears.
Okay, I'll do that.
We're back in Australia.
We're staying in Australia, South Australia, but going to a little island called Kangaroo Island. So it's like the Galapagos of Australia. It's really cool because everybody talks about adventures and safaris in Africa, but people don't really know there's safari lands kind of in South Australia. So you can go into the bush, but then you can also go into the ocean. And Christina, you will like this because there are over 250 species of birds. So you can use that bird call you.
Yeah, my
That's right.
I love it because those places like the Galapagos, when you go, you can actually practically walk up to the animals. You're not allowed to touch, but they're not afraid of you because they're used to being around humans. It's probably one of the most spiritual experiences you can have.
And I have to say, like, real experiences with animals in their natural habitat where you're being gentle to them, and it's incredible. It's like nothing. You can't go to an animal park and experience that.
No,
and you can't.
No. The safari that I was on, my kids were too young then, and borderline getting there now. I'd love to take them. It's a breathtaking experience.
It's a beautiful experience.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you for sharing all these great adventures. All I need is some time off, and I'm going. So want to do this. Thank you.
You can check out our website for more information that we just chatted about. Coming up next, we're going to sit down and chat with Brazilian criminalist Tina Huang, and she's going to preview the exciting new season and so much more when we come back.